My friends, I come to you as the tide is... No, there's no tide. Been a long time, hasn't it? But a nice little update video. I've still been playing. It's been 140 days since I last did a video. Many things have happened, none of any consequence. But the one thing that has happened is I've taken loads of bad trades. So I'll give you a little update on the account, talk a bit, spitball a bit, and then we'll probably see each other another 140 days. Stay tuned for the intro. I swear that last time I did a video, my hair was brown, and now it's a little bit grey, so 1 or 2% grey. Anyway, hello everyone. Firstly, I keep meaning to do a video, and then I just, well, evidently I don't, otherwise I would have done. But here we go. This is 140 days on in the account, still free to play. Minamoto still proudly standing here. The growth fund for just $12.99, just $12.99. You can save a kid's life, or buy the growth fund. But no, I can't. I'm not allowed. So we finished the KVK. My favourite KVK with this account we lost, but it was great. It was a proper S. I'm going to show you how we did, but it was an S plus level KVK. It was between My Kingdom 3303, and we had 3407 on our side. We against 3517. It was fantastic. And some other kingdoms who got the star, I believe, in the end. But it was a great fight. I did the best I've ever done, which wasn't particularly well. We'll go into that. Anyway, this is how I managed to finish up. You'll see with the honor points, I really haven't pushed this time. I'm taking it a bit chill. And I got 20 million kills, which doesn't sound much, especially in an S plus KVK, but I may direct you to this thing. Yeah, okay, million dead isn't that bad, but 15 million spent, 14.5 million spent healing units. I have one farm. I do not have 14.5 million resources to spend, and I managed to get about 350,000 kill points for that. Sorry, 350 million, not even I'm that bad. So it seems like my trades weren't that good, which is very true. But we are on a nice little 1.1 billion kill points now. I'll take you through the marches, the big boys, the bad boys. They're not terrible. We've got Big BQ, ably supported by Luce. They're both max, and he's got a decent arch set. I'm saving up. Of course, if you're free to play, it takes a long time to save up to turn it to pincer. It's pretty good, right? Nothing to complain about there. In fact, all my elements are good. Woe Arthur, which I'll give you insight into my thinking of at the moment. Complete shit. It's, again, not particularly great set, but it's decent. I've been working on this, and I'm happy with how that is. Like, for a free-to-play account, I think those are pretty damn good inscriptions and the whole range. There's still some stuff that could be improved, but that's not bad, is it? So he's got Max Woe with Max Arthur behind, and Max Zoog supports, who was for most this KPI I fought for 5511 QSH. It was still my best march, says it all. That's how it looks at the moment. Very fine with this set. I think it's probably the weakest of the 3 sets, but it's still fine, right? It's got 6 inscriptions, a hunter. Everything's fine in the stats. Lots of places you can get a few little bonuses, mainly lots of places, but I've been spending a lot of stones to transmute this one, which finally got to a decent level, and this one. Get rid of march speed. But anyway, we finally got there. The marches are fine. I have how many of these bad boys? I think I've got about 80. 80 on the nose. So I've got 80 new materials. I was saving for the horn to finish the horn and ring for everyone, but having been on my other account and played a lot with QSH, the horn doesn't do anything for him. I don't want to go for the pendant just yet. I think I'm fine leaving this Core the Loyal there. This is a free-to-play account with 3 marches. We have to make sacrifice, and I think the next thing I'm going for is not this. It's going to be the KVK weapon for BQ. I need a bit more luck, I think, on crafting with crits. Not I'm getting unlucky, I'm just not getting lucky. But we have both KVK weapons ready to go. Sacred Dominion, Hammer of the Sun and Moon. So, we're taking it out of me. It's been a while since I spoke for this long. So, we're in a position where we know what we're doing. I've struggled so much this KVK. I mean, you've seen my kill points to trade rate to resource expenditure ratio. And the main problem, I think, is I was doing a lot more attack march than I should have been. I eventually learned that this new filter mode, and when you hide your allies, yeah, you know what? Everyone was saying it was good for a reason, because it's bloody good. Doing a lot better. I was fighting a lot on my phone, so attack march, I was on holiday, it was a hot phone, it was difficult to control. I'm not making excuses, I'm shit. But I couldn't really press it was overheating, so in the end I just did attack march, put them in the ball and say, off you go, see if we can get some trades. I'd say half of my trades in this KVK were below 100%. Some of them a lot below. Anyway, I know that my kingdom 3303, which I must say, really good kingdom. I know they're recruiting at the moment. We were the smallest kingdom, I believe, going into this. I won't bore you with the stats, but you see them yourself if you want. This is the KVK we're in. Yeah, to do these things. Nope, I can find out the top, can't I? Oh, this one. Any second now. Here we go. So 3303, we did really well. We were ably supported by 3131, and our other kingdoms, 1017, did a bit as well. We lost fair and square. We were slapped eventually. We won zone 5, and we did all right in the altars. We didn't win any, but we lost Kingsland quite decisively in the end. And the main reason is 3517, an amazing kingdom. They were fantastic throughout. They were just brilliant. They had so many numbers, and they had some excellent players. But I think we finished 3rd or 4th out of everyone. In fact, I'm gonna show you the stats. The stats are interesting. So 2 seconds. I haven't lost my old trick of doing that. Anyway, here is the stats. So as you can see, we were in water camp. Let's click water. We shat it. I don't know if that's a phrase, but we smashed it in water. We were the smallest kingdom, as you can see, with our 7.1 billion, and we got the best DKP by a mile. Not that the other kingdoms did badly, they didn't, but we did very well. Fire, who were pretty much the 3517 show. I can't. They were fantastic. I can't even begin to say anything aside from that. They were brilliant. I don't think they won the star, and you can see why they didn't, looking at their camp mates. But my God, they did a fantastic job. Wind were our allies, and again, you can see it's a similar story. 3407 did fantastically well. The support wasn't quite there from the other kingdoms, a bit like us, I suppose. But they did a good job. And we're unlucky to lose, but Earth. I'm surprised. Earth was a bit more all round with one big kingdom, 2338, which did great. You can see the story of the KVK as each camp had one kingdom which was really strong, and the others, none of them made a fool of themselves or anything. 1330 got quite poor stats, but no one made a fool of themselves. It was a really well fought KVK. We managed to, so we finished 4th out of everyone. In terms of individual power, this is a bit embarrassing, but that's just how it is. Let me just get rid of this. So you saw I got 20 million kills. Free-to-play account, 20 million kills. We're fighting a lot of strong players. You'd have thought, as I did, my target at the moment is, I dread to think how many units I've healed. Shitload. But yeah, I've got 5 more million units killed than my record, so I'm pretty happy with that. And you'd think, you wouldn't think I'd be too high up. You'd think I'd be all right. Let's have a look where we are when we get Expedition Leaderboard. Oh yeah, I'm the 682nd best player, which is mad, isn't it? Just thinking about 681 players did better than me. It was difficult not to do better than me, and I was still quite happy with how I did. Big shout out to my man Luckstar, MA974. He's in my Strife team. He's the guy from 357. I saw some of my reports against him. It was an embarrassment to him that I showed up, and I apologised duly afterwards. But you can see a nice little selection of players from our kingdom. Luckstar, massive whale, really good guy as well, great player. Warfare, Evil Goku, Darth Vader. Getting 4 players from 3303 in the top 10 was fantastic. Klaus and where is he? The other dude from 3131 or somewhere. Gittens from our camp were fantastic. Pum Pums here as well. It's a funny name. It's funny words. Anyway, I'm pleased with how our kingdom did. We didn't win, but we did well. Good death points. Again, I'm 11th. I'm at one. Didn't even make the top 1,000. How mad's that? Heal points. Obviously, I'm higher than anything. Luck star. I dread to think how many he spent. His account's young, so it's not as strong as MA974, but the man puts the time in. It's fair to say we are languishing behind on the honour, but KVK's pretty much over now. That's the only downside with the new with heroic anthem, which I really like as a whole, is that it's over it's over 2.5 weeks before the end of KVK. It's been a good natured one. This was with the new crystal tech. I'll show you where I am with it. I suppose the question is the new crystal tech better for free-to-play players? I don't know. I thought so at first, because it's easier to get along. And if you see where we are, we've got 9 days left of KVK, and I have spent 68 million crystals. I usually spend 88 to 92 million, and I've done no grinding this KVK. You saw that's the extent of my barb killing. I just haven't. I've just thought I won't put the time in because there are things to do in life. C'est la vie. Main account on this, but I also have a life. Not a very exciting one, but I do things sometimes. So I've really ratcheted back my grinding on this one, and as such, I think I don't know where I'm going to finish with crystal. I think I might finish a little bit higher. The one main benefit of being free to play now is this. Well, let's go back. The main benefit, as I see it, is cultural exchange, cutting corners, but these all eco techs. Whereas once they were here with loaded dependencies, then now you can get them really early on, so you can focus these hard early on and make the rest of your crystal game for the rest of the KVK really easy. Like, look at this, I've got 200%. I never hit 197% Bastion boost because it takes too long for me to get up there, and it takes too long for the quests, the Bastion quest. It takes too long for me to get high scoring Bastion points from the tech. This has changed. That's good. I like that a lot. I thought I liked the call to arms thing, and it does mean that in Zone 5, as a free to play player, you can fight with 300,000 troops without an expansion. I did. And to an extent, I chose Cav this KVK. I thought, I'll just go Cav. My 3 marches we've seen are all much of a muchness. But yeah. I just chose Cav for the hell of it. Huge mistake, awful. Cav's definitely done the worst position at the moment. I don't really know why I did it. I did it instinctively, and then I thought, well, it's too late to change it now. I spent 10,000 crystals on this thing here, so I guess that's what we're doing. Huge mistake. This new crystal tree is quite punishing for players, A, who are free to play in general, because crystal tech always is, and B, who have followed the old adage, right? 1 archer march, 1 infantry march, 1 cav march, because now you basically have to prioritize. Don't prioritize cav. If you are in my position, don't go cav. Just go archer. Archers or imp. My cav, despite having all the crystal tech, all throughout KVK, traded the worst of my 3 marches. And this is me filling in the other ones, but just didn't have anything for the other ones. Again, I'm filling them in now. And the Cavs let me down. They let myself down, let my country down, let everyone down. So the new tech, I think it is an improvement for free to play, but it comes with big caveats. And I think the main one, as I was saying, it's nice to have a lot of troops in Zone 5, but with a lot of troop comes a lot of bad reports. And if you get a 50% report when you've got a lot of troops out, guess what? You've got a lot of healing to do. The very fact that I have getting these resources back, it says a lot, A, about how bad my trades were, and B, about probably what I need to do in the future with this account. My speed ups are still in a ridiculously good state. I used all my healing and I started using these, but I have more speed ups than I ever need because my resources are too low. That's where I am with resources, and I have a farm which has about 200 of each. I really, really, really need another farm. I don't know if I'm going to get one or just... I don't know how I'm going to deal with this. Like, we saw how much I spent. I've got 831 million gold at the moment. With this, that's going to be 1.1. With my other account, 1.3, which is less than half of what we spent this KVK. So something I need to sort out there. It's punishing. But anyway, good fun. I still enjoy playing the account. I haven't been streaming, haven't been recording videos, which I can only apologise, my dear friends. But that's a nice little update as to where we are. I'd appreciate any comments at all. It's nice to chat. There's some guidance about what to do next. Like I said, I've got 80 materials. Can make something here. Can make this weapon. Can make this weapon. I can start doing other things. I'm not going for a fourth march at all. All my heads are going in QSH. He is getting up to the next level after that. God knows. Herman's just been relegated to the bench. I've got no other commanders worth their salt. I think I've got some... I think these are 5-1-1. Yeah, 5-1-1-1 just for chaining, which was kind of a waste of time. YSG I traded for Arthur. It's funny, I now regret that, but QSH ZL, if it's worse than YSG QSH, it's not by much, so not too much. I just wish poor Arthur didn't suck Major Donkey Ball. Anyway, you've seen where I am. You've seen where the account is 140 days later. I hope you enjoyed the update. Leave a like or whatever. I mean, it's not that important, is it? I've survived the last 140 days, but I don't like it. I challenge you. Leave a nasty comment. Be incendiary. Say something horrible. Anyway, nice to chat again. I'm sure we'll be back in another 140 days. Till then, insert catchphrase here.